Most people know Taehyung as an idol. But when you look beyond the performances, you start noticing something else. No matter what form of art he touches, he always seems to be searching for the same thing. One of the earliest clues was photography. For years, Taehyung shared photographs under the name Vante. What stands out isn't technical perfection. It's the feeling they leave behind. Quiet streets, morning light, silhouettes, rain, people lost in thought. Many of his photographs feel less like snapshots and more like scenes from a film, as if he wasn't trying to document reality. He was trying to preserve a feeling. Looking back now, Vante feels less like a hobby and more like one of the earliest expressions of his artistic identity. His taste in music tells a similar story. For years, Taehyung has spoken about his love for jazz, soul, and older music. Genres that rarely rely on spectacle. Instead, they value emotion, space, warmth, imperfection. Music that asks you to slow down, to listen carefully. Not because every note is technically perfect, but because every note feels honest. The same pattern appears in the way he dresses. Taehyung rarely seems interested in following whatever happens to be trending. Instead, his style often reflects timeless influences. Vintage pieces, classic tailoring, muted colors, relaxed silhouettes. His clothes don't simply express fashion. They create a mood, almost like another chapter of the same story. Even the films he gravitates towards seem connected by the same idea. Not necessarily the biggest blockbusters, but films remembered for their atmosphere, their emotion, their visual storytelling. The kind of films you don't simply watch, you experience them. Eventually, those influences began appearing in his own work. That's why Layover felt so different. Not because it was experimental, but because it felt complete. The music, the photography, the cinematography, the styling, the pacing, even the colors and textures, everything worked together to create one emotional world. It didn't feel like a collection of songs. It felt like an artistic statement. And it didn't stop there. With Reve, Taehyung once again explored that same artistic language. Not through music, but through photography, different medium. The same creative voice, the same attention to atmosphere, the same quiet storytelling, the same belief that emotion can exist without explanation. The more I look at Taehyung's work, the less I see separate interests. Photography, music, fashion, cinema, visual art. They all seem connected by the same instinct. Not to chase trends, not to be louder, but to create a feeling. Some artists have a signature sound. Some have a signature style. Taehyung seems to have a signature feeling. No matter what he creates, it somehow feels like it came from the same world. Maybe that's the difference between an idol and an artist.